Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will start with our new chapter, that is transitive and intransitive words. This is chapter number 3 on page number 8, and this is part 1 of the chapter. So let's get started. As you all have read in grade 4 that what types of sentences are, and it can be divided into two parts. First is the subject and the second is predicate. Today we will see what subjects and verbs are. So first we can have the look on the examples. Here are a few of the examples. Number 1 is Kawal wrote an essay, right? So here we are, if we change it in somewhat way, it will be that who wrote an essay. If we change it in a question, it says that who wrote an essay, the answer will be Kawal. If we say that who wrote an essay, it will be predicate, and the answer of this will be Kawal, and therefore the Kawal will be the subject of the verb wrote. The wrote is underlined. This is showing the verb here. Then the other example is this old man sells flowers. In this sentence as well, who plus sells flowers will be the predicate, and the answer will be this old man. Here as well, the subject will be this old man and the verb will be sells, right? That is underlined. The other example is the terrible flood will destroy all the crops. In the same way, in this sentence as well, the predicate will be that what will destroy the crops. This will be the predicate, and the answer will be the terrible flood. So the flood is the subject of the verb will destroy, which is underlined here, right? Then it says that we can have the same examples, the same sentences written in different ways. If we look at these sentences, that is, the essay was written by Kawal. In this sentence, we have just changed the sentences in a few of the different manner, and what it says that what plus what was written by Kawal. It is stating that if we say what predicate is, it will say that what was written by Kawal, and the answer will be the essay. So essay is the subject of the verb was written, as it is underlined. All the underlined words are the verbs. In the next sentence, it says that flowers are sold by this old man. Again, in the same way, flowers will be the subject and are sold will be the verb, while the old man is stating an object. In the next sentence, it says that all the crops will be destroyed by the terrible flood. So the crop is the subject of the verb will be destroyed, and the flood will be denoted as an object here. Now, can you tell the difference between the sentences A, B and C and the sentences D, E and F that were on the previous slide? Here we can say that in D, the subject essay did not do anything. In the same way, in E, the sentence number E, the subject flowers does not do anything, and again in F, the subject crops will not do anything. What it says that all these subjects do not act, right? There is something is done on them, or they are acted upon by somebody or something, but the subject itself is not necessary, that is not doing anything, right? And it also says that you must remember that that just as verb may be used to tell us what some persons or things do, they may also be used to tell us what is done to some persons or things. Now, a word may not refer to an action. It may simply tell us what a person or thing is. For example, the rose is red. The verb is just helping us to know that what the thing is, right? In the same way, London is a big city and Conan is very lazy. Now let's move on to the transitive verbs. Let's see what transitive verbs are. It just states that that when any action is started by the subject and it ends with the object is known as a transitive verb, right? So as it says here that action verb, subject till the object. For example, farmers till the soil. Here till means cultivate, right? The other example is Jack kicked the football, and L is father will clean the table. In all these examples, first we'll see what J means, that is farmers till the soil. It means the action of tilling, right? It is done by the farmer, that is the subject, and it's done on the soil, that is an object. In this it says that a thing is different or separate from the things. So soil is the object of the verb till. In the same way, Jack kicked the football. In this sentence, kicked is showing the action that is done by the subject, that is Jack, and it's done upon the object, that is football. So football is the object of the verb kicked. And the last one is father's action of cleaning will affect a thing that is separate and different from father himself. And it is saying that father is the subject, table is the object, and will clean, that is underlined, representing the verb. So here as well, the table is the object of the verb will clean. A verb which has an object is known as a transitive verb. Now to find out whether a verb has an object, we ask questions like what or whom after the verbs, right? So here for example, in these sentences it's written that farmers till what or whom. What is the farmer tilling? The answer will be soil. Again, Jack kicked what or whom. It's must to answer this question that the subject is doing what or it's doing to whom. These are the questions that must be answered to complete the sentence. As it says that Jack kicked what or whom, it says the answer will be football. And the last one is the father will clean what or whom? The table. The answer is the table. So soil, football and table are objects of the verbs, that is till, kicked and will clean. Now here are some more examples. It says that Shazia ate an apple. Shazia ate what or whom? The answer is an apple. He drives a car. Drives what or whom? The answer will be a car. And I shall sing a song. Shall sing what or whom? The answer will be song. And here the apple, car and song are objects of the verbs that are ate, drives and shall sing. Now these are few things that is must to be remembered. It says that it is very important to remember that as in all the above examples, the object has to be somebody or something different from the subject itself. The other is, secondly, as in the case of the subject, the object may have other words qualifying it, like that was written in example number J, K, L, or and, that are the articles. The use of articles must be there. And in the examples are, you can review the examples that were on the previous slides, that is J, K, L and M, N and O. You can review these examples for this point to be cleared. The other thing is, we usually use the word object to refer the object, word or object words, not to these qualifying words. And it must be remembered that however that the object may in many cases consist of words which cannot be separated from one another, they act as a single unit. Now that is all for today. We will see what intransitive verbs are in the next part, inshallah. I hope it will be beneficial for you. We'll continue with this chapter in the next video, inshallah. Thank you for today. Allah Hafiz.